Hi everyone, I'm Namita Piparaya and welcome to Yoga Nama as well as this 2-week reset workshop. Today's theme is balance and that is what we are going to explore through our practice. We are going to begin shortly, but I want to remind you that it'll be good that if you are a little bit warmed up before you start this session, so feel free to do some sun salutations or join this practice after any other exercise or even walking to get the most of it. Alright, so let's get started with the session. What I want you to do is first come into a tabletop position. Nice and comfortable here. With your eyes closed, just take a few deep breaths. Let's begin our practice. Take the right leg back, lift the right leg up, navel pulls in. Stay balanced here. Don't open the hips to the side while you are here. Take your left leg out, left hand out, I'm sorry. So you have your right leg and your left hand forward. Hold this balance. Continuing to breathe through this position. If you need to take a break shortly, you can. Otherwise, let's continue to hold. And release. Repeating this on the other side. Take the left leg back, lift it up, get comfortable here, navel pulled in, and now the right hand goes out. Don't allow the lower back to sag, which means don't do this. Pull the navel in, hold, and breathe. Release, sit back. Open and close your fingers. Let's release the wrists out a little bit. Do some wrist circles. Shake the hands out and let's find ourselves back into this position with the right leg out. Lift the right leg up. And now let's open up to the side to come into this variation of side plank. Hold it here. Lift the right leg up. You can look up, straight ahead, look down, or if you have the capacity, look up at the fingers of the top hand and keep lifting the right leg up. Stay. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe as you maintain these positions. Release. Repeating this on the other side. Coming into a side plank. And then lift the left leg up. Notice the difference in the right and the left sides here. Maybe you're able to lift one leg higher than the other. Make a mental note of that. Which side was more challenging for you? And as you stay, continue to breathe. Release. Come back. And again, just open and close the fingers. Little circles. Shake the wrists out. And one more time, let's come back to tabletop. This time, what I want you to do is take the right leg back, find yourself in the side plank. Now hold this position or take the left leg out and maintain your side plank here. A little more challenging. If you lift the bottom leg up, you can keep your feet crisscrossed. You want to challenge yourself more. Stack them one on top of the other and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release. Come back. Knees down. Take a breath here if you need to. Otherwise, let's prepare. Side plank to the left, crisscross the legs. Check in how you feel on this side. I'm going to keep my legs crossed here. You can stack them up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly return and take a few moments in child pose. And again, you can move your fingers a little bit to make sure the wrists are nice and comfortable for you. All right, from here, let's come to a standing position now. Now let's try and rise up without using hand support if we can. Come to the middle of the mat. Feet comfortable distance apart, shoulder width or directly underneath the hips, toes pointing forward. Now we are going to do simple standing postures, but with our eyes closed, not for very long. So just see the stance first. First, I want you to keep your feet hips width. Then I want you to keep them together. Then I want you to come into a split stance. Let me show it sideways, where one foot is behind the other, and then in tandem stance, wherein you are heel to toe, they are touching each other. So these get progressively difficult. Feet hips width, together, split, and tandem, which is your heel to toe. So let's close our eyes now. Stand normally in Tadasana, alert but comfortable, and join your feet together. As your eyes are closed, watch out for your balance. If you want to do this, you can do this against a wall or with a chair next to you. That's just going to make sure you do not fall. So I want you to challenge yourself, but wisely. Feel free to have some support around you. All right, now we are going to do a split stance. So take your right leg back and check how does that interfere with your balance. Step forward with feet together. And take your left leg back. What does that do to your balance? Step forward. Now we're going to take the right leg back in such a manner that the right toe is touching the heel of the back foot. Now all of us can have different balance on different days. I just want you to check how this feels for you now. How is your body still trying to keep you balanced? And let's bring the foot forward. Last one, tandem stance with the left foot back. Hold here. And step forward. All right, slowly open your eyes. Take a few moments to see how that makes you feel. And now, with your hands on the waist, let's prepare for tree pose. So lift your right foot up. Place it against the left leg. Hands can stay on the waist for now. What I'm trying to do is keep my hips level, not tilt them in either way. The knee is slightly ahead. It'll depend on how much external rotation you have in the hip. It might be here further ahead. All we're trying to do is get it to move back without shifting our hips too much. So let's hold here. You can keep a hand against the right knee if that's comfortable. And like I said, you can be against a wall to make this a little more accessible for you. Now what I want you to do is take your one hand, place it on your right eye. Watch out how your balance is now when the visual input is just coming from the left eye. Release. Let's take the left hand to the left eye. Watch out what's going on at your ankle, at your foot. Release. And slowly release the tree pose, not the child pose, Vrikshasana. We are going to do this on the left side now, so mentally prepare for that. Hands remain on the waist. Take the left foot up. Press it against the right thigh. and check your balance here. This one is more challenging for me personally because of an ankle injury I got last year. So let's see how this fares. Again, placing your left hand against the left knee, pressing it back without shifting the hips, creating external rotation by engaging the muscles. Stay here. And now take your right hand, block out your right eye. Continue to work on your balance. It's all right if we trip or if we lose balance. Just do this against a wall or with a chair. Release the right hand. And now, left hand covers the left eye, blocking all visuals from here. Continue to balance as best as you can. Awesome. Let's release this leg back down. Quickly, I want you to come lie down on your mat. And we are going to do different variations of bridge pose before we attempt our balance again. So your heels are underneath the knees, hips width apart. On an inhale, squeeze the glutes up. Exhale down. I want you to squeeze the glutes, pull the navel in. I don't want you to come into a back bend. I want you to scoop the belly up. So let's do 3 more. 1 and down. 2. Return. 3. Return. Place your right ankle on your left knee. Continue with bridge. 1. 2. 3. Return. Left ankle on the right knee. 1. 2. Last one. 3. Return. Last one of this kind. Now single leg. Right leg goes straight up or at an angle. 1. 2. 3. Switch legs. 1. 2. 3. Return. Allow the legs to open up into Baddha Konasana, and we are going to do bridge pose 3 times again. So 1, lift up, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. We did 2 extra. All right, let's release. Again, allow the breath to settle down. And in a few moments, we are going to rock ourselves up back into standing. And again, try to do so without using your hands. All right, we are now going to do a little bit of ankle stretching breathing as it is called. So on an inhale, rise up onto your toes, take the hands all the way up, reach up with your fingertips, and exhale, bring the hands down from the side. Let's continue gracefully. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down to the side for 2, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale with control. Inhale. Exhale almost as if you're moving through water. Inhale. This is the last one. I want you to hold it here. Reaching up, getting taller, finding your balance, feeling what happens around your toes, your ankle, your calf muscles. And now on an exhale, again like you're flowing through water, slowly come back down. What I want you to do now is bring your feet together, close your eyes and sway, and you can look at it first. What we're going to do is sway back and forward and back without bending anywhere at the waist. So I'm not leaning forward and then going back. It's a very, very small movement. I'm leaning forward and then I'm leaning back as per my capacity. Ideally, you don't want to go back so much that the toes lift up. So very small movement, just wherever the body says stop, you stop, and then the same thing will happen side to side. Feet don't lose contact with the ground. You don't bend the body just like a tree or a straight rod. We sway. All right, let's do that with our eyes closed again. Be careful, do this against a wall or with a chair next to you, and open your eyes if you need to. We don't want you to fall, we want you to just explore the limits of your balance without getting any input from your eyes. All right, forward, back, few times, maybe 5 times as per your own pace. Very tiny movements are fine. And then to one side, to the other. And then come back to center. After a few moments, slowly open your eyes and let's come back to the top of the mat, this time taking both the hands up. You can interlock the fingers with your index fingers pointing forward in Kali Mudra. Pull the navel in as you start leaning forward only halfway through. As if you're going into Warrior 3 but something stops you. Your whole body is in a straight line as much as it can be. If that's not comfortable, you can take your hands out to the side and then maintain this straight line. Don't lean forward for today, just wherever is your maximum. Start experimenting with that, and without losing integrity of this straight line, the connection between your heel and the back of the head, find your variation of Warrior 3. You can even bend the front leg slightly. Hold it here. Continue to breathe. And then come back up. Take a breath or two. Inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth like this. One more time. Inhale through the nostrils and sigh it out. Then take the hands up again. Interlock the fingers. Exhale, and now trying the same thing on this side. Halfway only. Start leaning forward a little more. Challenging yourself to not go to your highest or your best immediately. Feel free to open the arms out to the side and see if that makes the posture a bit more accessible for you. Hold. And then slowly release. Inhale onto your toes. Hold. And come back. Again, inhale through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. So take the hands up. Interlock the fingers. One more time. Let's start leaning forward, trying to maintain that straight line as you find yourself in your variation of Warrior 3. Hold here. Breathe. And then slowly come back to standing. Exhale, release the hands. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. And let's prepare for the other side. Gently checking in with yourself. On each leg, the level of your balance may be different. Honor that. And hold. Feel free to modify And then slowly, with control, come back to standing and exhale, release. Bring the hands on the waist. Let's try tree pose again. So lift the right leg up, place it against the left thigh. Get oriented being here. Notice if there is any difference in your balance now compared to when you started the session. Block out the right eye. Release the left eye. Make sure you're doing this against a wall or with some support if balance is challenging right now. Let's release. Ready to do this on the other side. Left foot on the right thigh. Open the thighs, open the hips out as much as you can comfortably by pressing the left knee back a little bit. And hold here. Let's block out the left eye. Notice what it does to your balance. Then the right eye. Release. And then slowly, with control, allow the left foot to come down. All right, I hope you felt some difference in your ability to balance during this session. We are going to try Warrior 3 one last time. So take the hands up, last one. Find yourself in your variation of Warrior 3 just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise up. Moving on to the other side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise up. We are done. Let's come into child pose. Allow the body to cool down here for a couple of breaths. You can allow the forehead to rest on the mat or on a block. Then lean forward, come into Makarasana. You can allow the feet to point back. One hand on top of the other, rest your forehead on the top hand. Allow the body to be completely still here now. Just observing the movement of the breath as it flows in and out of the body. All right, from here, let's rise up. Come into a cross-leg sitting position. Feel free to use a cushion or a blanket underneath to allow you to sit more comfortably here. I generally prefer Vajrasana, so I'm going to move into that. But if you would like to take any cross-leg position, know that that is absolutely fine. All right, we are going to close our eyes and we are going to do a little bit of balancing breathing exercise. It's like Anulom Vilom, but you're not going to use your hands, you're going to use your mind. So eyes closed, focus on the breath. Observe the breath as it flows in and out of both the nostrils. And now take your attention to the right nostril. Focusing entirely on the movement of the breath across the right nostril. deepening your awareness of the right nostril. Now shifting your attention to the left nostril. Observing the passage of the breath, of your inhalation, exhalation through the left nostril only. Isolating that nostril with your own attention and awareness. Now we are going to move our awareness like this, right to left nostril, just like with Nadi Shuddhi or Anulom Vilom. As I give you the instruction, all you have to do is focus more on that particular nostril. So let's begin. Exhale fully through the left, which means your awareness is through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. With your awareness, not your hands. Inhale right. Exhale left. It may not literally happen, but keep using your awareness, do your best. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And relax. Maybe you were able to influence the breath to a certain degree, or maybe it was confusing for the first time today. Either way, it is absolutely fine. You attempted the practice, that's what matters. Over time, if you regularly try to use your awareness for your breath, you will be able to feel it a little more deeper in the nostril you are focusing on. The experience in that nostril becomes more enhanced. That's all we are trying to do. All right. Slowly, with a few gentle blinks, you can now open your eyes. If you would like, you can move into Shavasana now. You can continue doing this pranayama practice of using your own awareness to balance the breath across the two nostrils. I'm going to say goodbye now, and I will see you in the next session. Thank you so much for joining me today.